students, as we have completed with the first case study, now let us see a second case study on nature and significance of management. But I have to tell you one thing, that we are going to do 5 case studies for each chapter. You have 12 chapters, right? So you will be having 60 case studies. I'll be giving you 60 case studies. We are going to prepare on 60 case studies, which is enough for your examination. Now, from these 5 case studies, the first 2 case studies will be coming for 3 marks. Then we will be doing the next 2 case studies, that is third and fourth case studies, for 4 marks each, whereas the last case study, the fifth case study, will be for 6 marks. Okay, and the same they will also ask you in exam. There will be 3 marks case studies, 4 marks case studies, and 6 marks case studies. So we are going to prepare according to the exams only. Okay, so let us see a case study here from the nature and significance of management, which is of course a 3 marks case study. The case study states that Das is the managing director of Gamut Limited. Now Das is the managing director. So as I said, this is chapter 1, nature and significance of management. And what are the main concept in this chapter? As I earlier said, levels of management and importance of management, right? So now as we can see, he's a managing director. So managing director works on which level of management? Yes, correct, top level of management, right? So managing director works at the top level of management. They are responsible for framing the policies, framing the vision, mission, objective, goals, right? Then manufacturing different varieties of cheese. So Gamut Limited is into cheese manufacturing. He has an efficient team. Now he means what? Das. Das has an efficient team working under him, consisting of Rajat, the production manager, Vinay, the marketing manager, whereas Aditi, the finance manager. Now you can see they are managers. So which is the level where manager works? Right, middle level of management. So manager works under middle level of management. So top level of management is controlled by Das, whereas middle level of management is in the hands of Rajat, Vinay and Aditi. Now let's see what other things are given in the case studies. They understand and interpret the policy made by Das. Okay, so who makes the policy? Das makes the policy, and who is going to implement and understand it? The middle level managers, that is the Rajat, Vinay and Aditi. That's it, we know that. Ensure that their departments have adequate manpower. So now who ensures these 3 peoples? So for production manager or for production department, Rajat ensures that the production department should have a adequate manpower, assign them the necessary duties and motivate them to achieve the desired objective. So what is given here? What the managers are working on. Okay, now let's see. And yes, of course, they are also given us the information related to top level management as well and middle level management as well. Now let's see what are the questions to be asked on this case study. So the question which is asked on this case study is, state one more function other than those mentioned above that this team may perform at the level they are working. Now see, what are the functions they have already given in the case study. So you can see here that understand and interpret the policies made by Das. So Das is responsible for making the policies, and these guys, Vinay, Rajat and Aditi, are responsible to implement those policies, or you can say to interpret or understand those policies, and accordingly they will do the work. Understood? Elsewhere, they will also doing ensure that their departments have adequate manpower. So they are also looking after the manpower of their own departments, assigning them the necessary duties. They are assigning the duties to their manpower or whatever the team they are working on, and they also motivate them to achieve the desired objectives. So these 3 or 4 functions they are using here, they are responsible for. Now what else function is there in the levels of management? We have understood the functions of levels of management, right? Different functions they also do it, like motivating the employees. Now they can also motivate the employees to achieve a desired role, right? So state one more function. So we have to only state one more function other than those mentioned above, that is the team perform at the level they are working. So let's see our answer. So as I said that Rajat, Vinay and Aditi are working on the middle level of management, whereas they are functional heads. So they are functional heads. They are the people who are responsible for their own departments. They are looking after the departments, right? and their function is a smooth functioning of their respective departments. And other than those which were given in the case studies, I want to add one more function, that is motivate. They want to motivate the employees. Yeah, they are providing them the work, they are ensuring that the people are working good, right? Everything is right, but if there is no motivation, the people will not work. Okay, so a different motivation should be provided by the managers to the workers, yes or no, or to the employees which are working under him or her. So it is the prime duty of the manager to motivate them, okay, rather than just being an autocratic leader. If a manager becomes a laissez-faire leader or a democratic leader, in that leadership the workers work well and they are more tend to increase, or you can say more tend to achieve the organizational objectives. So that's why I have choose this function here, that is motivation. So motivation is the function which can be performed by these three managers to achieve the good and desired objectives. So this is how you are going to solve the case studies when they are asked for 3 marks. As I said, the tips for solving the case studies, that don't write into exaggeration, don't write heavy words, don't write paragraphs for the case studies, write short and sweet. So just like that, you have to write in a well manner, in a well handwriting, and short and sweet sentences. Okay, just see here how I written the answer, very short and sweet. And I have also completed, or I have also covered all the aspects of the answer, right? So you have to also write in the same manner, you will definitely get good marks. Okay, so we have completed with the second case studies, then we will move on to the third case study. Okay,